Okay, guys, here I come. All right. Hey, guys, this is Nature's Daughter. This is not a reading. This is part 3, unintentionally, part 3 of me retying my locks, interlocking method. I've been under the weather. I'm still under the weather. I would say it's the weather. But like I said before in previous videos, I got things going on right now I'm not going to discuss. Um, and I do know that I have some people that are trying to attack me with black magic, but that stuff doesn't work because I'm protected. What I'm feeling now is really just my immune system being a little low, being around a lot of sick people, and trying to keep myself healthy after being around all of these sick people. So, yesterday I thought I was going to come back and finish retying my locks, but I just didn't feel like it. So I didn't. I watched football. I watched a little... No, you know what? I didn't watch football. I'm sorry. Yesterday I didn't watch football. I watched a little bit of wrestling. Monday Night Raw. I didn't want to watch football because of the teams that were playing. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan. I think they were playing the Bills or something. Whoever they were playing, I didn't care. I didn't want to see it. So I opted out of Monday Night Football. I'm not going to do the back today. I'm just going to finish this one little row that I have left in the front. And then I'm going to get off into a marathon zodiac reading today. So today, after I finish retying my locks, I'm going to do a marathon zodiac reading where I just do, I'm not going to stop for each reading. I'm just going to do all of the readings in one long, all the zodiacs in one long reading. Okay? It's a lot for me to stop and start, and some readings are a little longer than others, and instead of me, having 12 different lives for zodiac, I can do one big zodiac read, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay? All right, guys. I had somebody ask me yesterday if I was pregnant on the live. I don't know if I am or not. I haven't gotten tested, but don't ask me that. That's so rude. If I am pregnant, that is not your concern, whether I am or not. Okay? And that's just not something that I would want to share on a live, because I got a lot of people that just are weird and don't like me just because, as do you. Everyone has that. Everyone has I would say a wolf pack of haters. There's always someone that doesn't like you just because you're happy. Some people don't like to see other people happy because they're miserable, and it's sad, but it is what it is. So, I did this side the other day, and lock fans, look at those parts. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, I just got my little meditation music going in the background, and then that was an ad. And I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I don't want another language speaking out just in case they say something that's inappropriate. But anyhow, look at those parts. That's how you know the retie is looking great. So I did that the other day. And there were like 2 left up here. I did those yesterday, and maybe a couple in the back. And then I did this side yesterday. That hang time is amazing. I love my locks. So, disclaimer, guys, I am not a licensed beautician. I have been doing hair for a long time, but what I used to do, you didn't have to have a license to do until probably recently. I think you have to have a license to braid hair now, but that's what I was specialized in. I used to braid hair my whole life. It was always my thing. Hi, VG Tom. Did I say that right? I hope you're having a great day. But I decided to grow my locks 3.5 years ago. So this is the product of my locks. And the hair color that I have in my hair, I can't tell you what it is because I really don't know. I've dyed it 3 times, and I just use box dye because I'm not really stressed about it. All I'm trying to do is cover up my gray. And that's all the gray. That's how much gray I got. 48 years old, I'm damn near completely gray. But I don't care. I just don't want to, do the gray yet. I don't feel gray, so I'm not going to walk around gray. And it's not about hiding. It's just about, I don't like the way it looks. Yeah. I did. Awesome. Hey. I hope you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. I'm feeling blessed. A little under the weather physically, but I'm getting better. So I'm just going to do this last little row of locks right here. I'm going to retie these in the interlocking method. And when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and do that marathon zodiac reading for all signs. Okay? I've got my decks all set up. And I'm going to get right to that as soon as I finish up here. This has been a slow process for me because I wanted to do it right and I did not want to rush through it. So I'm going to get right to it. I had this on because I was a little chilly, but once I start moving around, I'm going to get hot because I'm sitting under this really freaking hot light. So, look at my mirror because I can't use the phone. I can't use the camera for my mirror. Man, this retie really did take really well. I did great. I mean, not to say that I don't always do good, but man, sometimes when I'm done, I'm just like, man, I feel like as soon as I'm done. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, this is always how I look. I don't wear makeup. Sometimes I might wear a little bit of mascara to keep those eyelashes out of my eye. And I'm just spraying conditioner and water on my scalp, guys. And you can do this with any conditioner that you want to use. I believe, I'm not sure, but I might have VO5 strawberries and cream in here. Yeah, because it's fruity smell. And then I added a little shea butter and coconut oil conditioner as well. Just because I love the hydration of it all. And this is the same thing. It's just a different spray bottle. It separates the water a little bit better. It sprays the water on a little bit better, and this one sprays the conditioner on a little better, if that makes sense. But it's the exact same mixture. This one just comes out a little thicker, no matter how much I shake it up, and this one comes out a little bit more watery, no matter how much I shake it up. So, the combination of the two really works for me. And what I'm going to do is just put these bad boys in. And I'm telling you guys, I really love being locked. My loose natural curls, sometimes I miss them because they are gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but it's such a chore to style them and, keep them looking neat and all that. It's so much easier for me to keep my locks looking neat. I know it doesn't make sense to some people, but it really does. It's so simple. I can literally get up and go with my locks. I could never get up and go with my natural hair, with my natural curly hair, because it's so thick and so poofy. I have to add moisture to it. And if it's cold outside, like today, I woke up and it was snowing this morning. And I'm like, oh, great. It wasn't sticking, but it was snowing, and that means it's cold. So if I had to wet my hair to walk outside to comb it, I could get sicker. I'm already not feeling that great. So there's that. That's the part that I don't miss about my loose natural curls. But what I love about my locks is no matter what temperature is outside, no matter how hot or cold it is, I can literally just get up and go. I don't have to do anything. I sleep with a bonnet on at night so my locks are looking really nice and hydrated and moisturized and shiny when I take that bonnet off in the morning. I really don't have to do anything. I can put them up in a bun if I want. I can leave them down, let them hang time. You know, it's so much different. And I use so much conditioner on my hair, on the shaft of my locks, and I also use a lot of conditioner on the root of my locks, that my locks just dangle very, very lightly, you know. They're not stiff, they're not hard, they're soft, they're not brittle, you know. Just I feel like it was the best decision for me to do locks. Hi, Jay. I got a man or nah, baby. What? Do I have a man? Yes. Do I have children? No. Okay. And this one is, I think I'm done. Because I got so much new growth on here. And then I got this fatty. These are the ones that I'm thinking about cutting down a little bit. Because the ends are fat from when I first put my locks in. They bunched and they shrank and they bunched and they shrank. And I wound up with these fatties on the end there, if you can see that. They're a lot more fat than the shaft of my lock. But that bad boy, it gets hard to pull through that small little space on the root. So, yeah. Yeah. It becomes an issue for me. So now I'm thinking about just trimming those off because my locks are getting long. But I'm not ready to let go of that much length. Some of my fatties are like right at the end and they're only about that long, right? But when the fatty is that long, that's like a third or a fourth of my length. So not really willing to cut that much. Thank you. Oh, you were so sweet. You're so cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. My man is always on my lives too, so he chimes in from time to time while he's at work. He is a special guy. I love my man. I really do. He had locks too. I just cut his locks off about 2 weeks ago. We did a video of that. And somebody was like, Samson, don't let Delilah cut your hair. It was so funny. But it was his decision, not mine. He just got to the point where that journey was done for him. So he wanted to do something different. And I encourage everyone to do what they want to do with their hair, even though I really didn't want to cut his locks, to be honest. They were so cute. So beautiful. But it is what it is. And his loose natural hair is so gorgeous. So anybody that's interested in that video, you can take a look. I also have a couple of retie videos that I did for his locks before I cut them off. You want to see what his look like because his were different. And he had a few two-headed snakes and a couple of branches because his locks had started to marry, intertwine with each other. So he had a few locks that grew together where they had grew together here, and he wound up having like this tree branch looking thing going on. It was crazy, but it's due to if you don't take care of your locks in between maintenance, in between reties, they will marry together, and pulling them apart can be detrimental to the growth of your lock and the health of your lock. That's my teapot going, guys. I'm boiling water for some turmeric and ginger tea. I like to drink my really good traditional medicinal tea when I'm feeling under the weather. It helps with my immune system and joint health, especially turmeric. So if anybody has had a job where they were on their feet or used their hands or had any injuries to any joints, and when I say joints, I'm talking wrist, elbow, shoulders, knees, ankles. You can use turmeric in the purest of root form, or you can use the tea. Drink that one to two, 3 times a day, and it can help you with any joint pain that you may be suffering through if you don't want to take pain pills, if you want to holistically heal what's causing the inflammation. And disclaimer, guys, any information that I share with you here, please be your own leader of discernment. Go and research it for yourselves. And any medical advice that I give, please see your doctor before you take it, because I am not a doctor. I'm just telling you what works for me, okay? Thank you. I'm telling you guys, my whole thing with locks, I never did locks before. I was always a braider. When my mom was still living, she really was like at the point where she just did not want to comb her hair anymore. She was like, oh my God, it's a pain in the butt, but I don't want to shave it off, right? So I told her, I was like, my man was like, maybe we should, think about locking mama's hair. Let's do some research on it and see if it's something she might like. Well, when we did the research, all of us was like, let's do it. So I locked my hair, my man's hair, my mom's hair, and all 3 of us have different textures of hair. So, it worked out, and she had locks until the day she passed, and this right here is her lock, one of her locks that I kept. Yeah, this is 3.5 years later of locks, and I love it. But I had never had any experience with locks before, so everything that you see here is just all my learning. All my growth and expansion with, learning to blend the locks. But man, I've seen so many different things that I have yet to learn, like how they do the Insta lock. That is so freaking amazing to me. How they start out with the afro and they might do like some palm rows, right? And then they do this thing where they instantly lock it where it looks like this now, like they've had them in forever. I don't know how to do that. And they know how to add locks in where you start out with the baby fro and they add these big long locks. It looks like you've had locks for 8 years. If I knew how to do that, then I could attach this one correctly. Right now, I just have it braided into the bottom of my lock. And when I find somebody that can maybe do it for me, I'm not sure, because I've never let anybody touch my hair since I've had locks. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep watching the videos until I can really figure it out, because what I don't want to do is mess up this lock of my mom's trying to figure out how to attach it, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, though, so I can really attach it, because I don't want this to be a part of, I want this to stay a part of my hair forever. Anywho, just a couple more locks to go, guys, and when I finish with this, we're going to move on to the zodiac reading. Marathon zodiac reading for everyone. We're going to really get into it, yeah? I love doing zodiac readings for you guys. It's so informative. It lets you know just what you can look out for, what's to come, So you're not walking through your week in the dark, not knowing. Have some sort of idea. Nothing is set in stone, because you can always change the outcome of things based on the decisions that you make, on any given moment, Like when I know a lot of people used to watch the Twilight series, right? And one of the vampire's gifts was the gift of foresight. She could see things before it happened. But it could change. Like, she could see you doing something, but that doesn't mean it had to be that way. If you made a different decision, then that outcome would change, and the vision would then therefore change, right? So think about that in life. Every decision